Hi children. Today we are here to learn about the climatic conditions of our country. Climate. Before we speak about the climate, we need to find the true meaning of weather also. Weather and climate. These two are very closely related words. At the same time, there is a great difference between these two words, weather and climate. First of all, weather. And then climate. Weather and climate. Here, regarding weather, first, in simple words, weather and climate both are having common elements like rainfall, and temperature. And other conditions like atmospheric pressure and so on. Here, very important elements of the atmospheric conditions are said to be rainfall and temperature. These two are the main elements to define the weather and climate. First, the definition of weather. We look for very short time for a particular area for a short time, either for in the morning or for afternoon or at night. So we speak about a smaller area for a shorter time. It denotes weather, the condition of rainfall and temperature. Short time, time is very limited and the area also very small. And then climate is different. This climate refers for a larger area. Area is very large and duration not for a small short time. This is for a short time. This is for a large, for a larger area and for a longer time. And for a longer time. Differences you can find very easily. Area is very limited and time is very short to denote or to speak about weather. And again, climate is different. For a larger area, for a longer time, that is more than 30 and some more years. That is the condition of the main elements rainfall and temperature. Now, we'll go in detail definitions regarding weather first. Here, the state of atmospheric condition over an area at a particular time refers weather. The state of atmospheric condition over an area at a particular time, not for a longer time or for years and years. Here only for a particular time, you see this, at a particular time refers weather. Over an area, very small, limited area, and limited time. Time is limited, and at the same time, area is also very limited. So, for a particular area, for a small time, for a shorter time, the atmospheric condition is said to be weather. So, the state of atmospheric condition over an area at a particular time refers weather. But little difference is there to find the climate from this, unlike this weather. Climate refers to such conditions over a larger area and follows a similar general pattern over many years, over 30 years or more, gives us the climate. Here, for the whole country or for at least for one state, Andhra Pradesh, climatic condition of Andhra Pradesh, climatic condition of country India, or climatic condition of Africa, either a small state, either a country or some other so on, like continents and all. But not for a smaller area, just like a village or some other. But here, area is larger and time duration also very longer. So, here the difference between weather and climate is very clear. Very short time, small area, large area, longer time. What are the things, what are the main elements which are referred here? Rainfall, temperature, winds, atmospheric pressure. These are the elements to discuss about the climate of a large area or a country. So, here it is very clear the difference between the weather and climate is clear. To speak about again the definitions, the state of atmospheric condition over an area at a particular time refers weather. Climate refers to such conditions over a larger area and follows a similar general pattern over many years, over 30 years or more, gives us the climate. In general, we say an average condition of rainfall and temperature of a larger area for a longer time. An average, a mean condition of rainfall and temperature of a larger area for a longer time is said to be climate. This is quite different from the weather. They are similar, but its difference is very clear. On the basis of generalized conditions of the climate, we divide the entire year into different seasons like rainy season, winter season, summer season. On the basis of the generalized conditions of the climate helps us to divide the year into different seasons like rainy season, winter season, summer season. Okay, next, climatographs. These are the pictures help us to show about the maximum and minimum temperature conditions and rainfall. Maximum rainfall of an area, minimum rainfall of an area. Now these are the pictures which shows they help us to learn about the maximum and minimum temperatures and maximum and minimum rainfall of the year to a larger area. In our India, we can find some cities with less difference in temperature in the whole year, and in some other cities there is a great difference in temperature from cold months to the summer months. Here, for example, Chennai, Delhi. So Chennai is located on the sea coast That is why it has no great variation in the temperature around the year. So one generalized pattern of temperature is here we can find. And in Delhi, winters are very cold, summers are very hot. There is a great difference because it is an interior city. This is located, Chennai is located on the coast. So, like this, in our country, there are many variations in the climatic condition. For example, the whole country from north to the south, half of the country, this is a Tropic of Cancer which is crossing in the middle of our country, just above the Tropic of Cancer, this northern India is bounded by Himalayas. These are all Himalayas. The northern India is completely bounded by Himalayas, and at the same time southern part of the country just below this Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees, just below the 23.5 degrees north latitude, Tropic of Cancer is southern part of our country, is surrounded by water. Here Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea. So here three sides, this peninsular land, southern part of the country is surrounded by three sides water. This is different, it has different climate. At the same time, just above the Tropic of Cancer, it is bounded by the Himalayan ranges, prevail some different variety of climate. Okay, and at the same time, some places in the country and their locations are showing a great variation in the climatic condition of themselves. Just like some places are on the top of the hills, some hill stations are there, and at the same time some places are on the plains, just a little above the sea level, and a flat surface area is said to be plain, and this is the mountain region. Comparatively, there is a great difference based on the from the sea level. We can identify the plains which is very flat and a little higher than the sea level, but these mountains are very higher in altitude. So there is a great difference between these mountain regions and plains, and at the same time interior parts and coastal regions. Interior parts and coastal regions, not only the physical features just like higher places and lower places and near to the sea, the interior parts and places which are very close to the water or which are away from the coast are said to be interior. This is the coastal region. A place which is away from the coast is said to be an interior place, but the places which are on the coastal region are said to be coastal places. So there is a great difference between the interior parts of the country and the places or cities which are on the coastal belt. In other way we can identify some factors which are influencing the climatic condition of the country in detail. So, some factors which are very important and which influence the climatic conditions of the country are said to be climatic controls. Climatic controls. What are the climatic controls? There are 4 climatic controls. They are altitude, relief. First, we plan to discuss about only two first. They are latitude and again land and water relationship. Land and water relationship between the land and water. Latitude, land and water relationship. Relief. And one more is first one, latitude, land and water relationship, relief, and upper air circulation. First of all, we see the latitude. Before we explain in detail about the latitude, we need to know about the temperature zones. Temperature zones of the world. Here, this is the world, North Pole, South Pole, 0 degree, equator. Here this is 66.5 degree north, Arctic circle, and this is 23.5 degree north latitude, Tropic of Cancer, and this is 23.5 degrees south, Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. And another one is, this is Antarctic Circle. This is 66.5 degree south, and this is South Pole, and here North Pole. Here basically the entire world is divided into three temperature zones based on the temperature and the intensity of the sun's heat receiving capacity or receiving source of the temperature of the sun. This is the area which is located between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This is the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north latitude and 23.5 degrees south latitude. Besides this equator up to 23.5 in either side. This area is said to be hot zone or torrid zone. This is hot zone. Extreme temperatures we can find either in the equatorial region or in the polar regions. Here temperature is extreme with high temperatures. Unlike this, high temperatures. Here this Arctic, beyond this Arctic circle and Antarctic circle up to the poles, these are frigid zones. These two are frigid zones. Extremely high temperatures and extremely low temperatures. This is the temperate or hot zone and cold or frigid zone. In both sides, beyond this Arctic circle and here Antarctic circle up to the polar regions, entirely they are very cold zones. We can say frigid zones. 66 degrees. (23 degrees) north to 23.5 degrees south. This is different. This is hot zone and 66.5 degrees north to 90 degrees north and 66.5 degrees south to 90 degrees south. So these two are associated with cold or frigid zone. Here this is one. Besides to this equator up to the tropical lines called Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, up to 23.5 in the north, up to 23.5 latitude in the south, both are in between these both the tropical lines. It is said to be a hot zone, extremely high temperatures. At the same time, second one, 66.5 degree north latitude, that is from Arctic circle to the North Pole, and again 66.5 degree southern latitude, that is Antarctic circle to the southern pole, together said to be cold zones. Excluding this, an area is left between these 23.5 degrees to 66.5 degree north and 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degree, between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic circle, Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic circle, is said to be a moderate zone. Temperatures are very moderate. They are not neither very hot nor very cold. Here this temperate or moderate zone. Temperate or moderate zone. Here moderate zone or temperate zone is from 23.5 to 66.5 in both the hemispheres, north and south. That is said to be a moderate zone. Moderate zone, in a moderate zone, we cannot find neither very hot nor very cold. This is very moderate zone which has very pleasant climate. But unluckily, our country is located in the both. Here just above the Tropic of Cancer, half of the country is located in the moderate zone. The northern half of the country, as I said in the at very first, the southern part of the country is located here up to this, near to the equator, that is from 8 degrees to 37. So it is very close to the equator. Southern part of the country is located southern part of the country is located in the hot zone and the northern half of the country is located in the moderate zone. So there is a great difference. So at the same time, while we are moving away from the equator, away from the equator, very gradually temperature decrease of the temperature we can find. For example, at equator it's very hot. While moving away from the equator, you can identify the decreasing of the temperature from hot zone to the polar region. Next, climatic controls. Second one is relief. Already I talked about the latitude. Latitude means 0 degree latitude to 90th latitude in either side of the equator. While as we are moving away from the equator, gradually you can identify the decreasing rate of the temperature from one place to another. Now this is the relief. What does it mean, relief? This is an important climatic control. Climatic controls, first one latitude, another one relief. So what is relief? First we need to identify the meaning of or definition of the relief. Here on the surface of the earth, just simply we can see some areas are filled with mountains, some are very flat plains, some are very higher and flat areas like mountains, plains, plateaus, and some are there like valleys. We can identify the height of the area or altitude of the area from the sea level. From the sea level, if it is little higher and flat, about up to 200 meters from the sea level, just it is about 200 meters of height, and it has very stretchy level of land, like a flat uniform land is said to be plain, and a raised level of land just like a table, it is said to be plateaus, and some are very higher mountain regions, is very higher hilly regions or mountain regions are said to be mountains, and some are there very lower regions comparatively to the sea level are said to be valleys. Here these are different relief features like mountains, plains and plateaus. Mountains, plains and plateaus. Okay, now we come to the point, lapse rate of temperature. What does it mean? From the sea level, this is sea. From the sea level, this is the coast which has a flat surface, and little higher and has very flat surface is said to be plain, I said, and again higher and having sharp edges and flat surface higher than the plains is said to be plateaus, and mountains, very higher physical division is said to be mountains. Here comparatively from the sea level, little higher and flat is said to be plains, and this is just like a tableland, this is a plateau and mountains. While we are moving away from the sea level, you can identify the lapse rate of temperature for every 1 kilometer, 6 degree lapse of the temperature. Here, for every 1 kilometer, for example, this is the sea level. If the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius at an area at sea level. Here, while we are ascending, while we are moving away from the sea level to the higher altitude, for each kilometer, for first 1 kilometer, we can identify the lapse of temperature about 60 degrees after traveling 1 kilometer from 30 degrees to 24. Again, here 18 degrees Celsius. After another kilometer, after 3 kilometers, you can find only 12 degrees Celsius. After 4 kilometers, you can find only 6 degrees Celsius. After 5 kilometers, you can find 0 degree. While you are moving away from the plane, that is from sea level, very slowly you can identify the difference or lapse of the temperature from this plane to the higher altitude. So based on this, you can understand at the plains temperatures are greater, at the plateaus you can understand at the plains temperatures are about approximately here 20, 22 for example. Here this is 18 degrees at the same time. Here at the top of the mountain just 0 degree. So while you are moving away from the surface of the sea or a ocean, you can identify the lapse rate of temperature or decreasing of the temperature while you are moving to the higher altitude. Reason behind the lapse rate of temperature, there are some factors. Here, just above the sea level and to the higher altitude, you understood that the temperature is decreasing gradually for every kilometer 6 degrees Celsius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 30, 5, 6 or 30. Approximately after 5 kilometers you can identify 0 degree Celsius at the top of the mountains if their height is about 5 kilometers from the sea level. Why it is happened? It is very simple thing we can understand by thinking about the thickness of the air. Columns of the air over the sea level, the air atmospheric pressure is comparatively very thick here and thin air columns and thick air columns. Here the atmospheric pressure is or a columns of air is very close and the thickness of the air is very higher here, and here on the mountains the thickness of the air is very less. Thin air columns and very thick air columns. So gradually you can identify the thickness of the air and the thinness of the air. So the total weight of the air has weight, we know it. So the weight of the air, the total columns of the air and its weight fall and compresses the lower columns of the air at sea level, causes thickness of the air. Thick air receives more temperature and thin air receives less temperature. As they are very close to the sun, they are very thin here. The columns of air is very thin and here very thick air, because the total weight of the air falls on the on the air which is just above the sea level. Because of the heavy weight of the total columns of air, this becomes very thick and receiving more temperature from the sun. That is why the plains are very hotter than the plateaus and the mountains. So this is the factor which influences very greatly, said to be a relief. Sea level to the plains and to the plateaus and to the mountains. There is a great variation of temperature, recording the temperature from the sea level to the mountains. Okay.